We just arrived at Atlanta, and we're pretty tired. 2 connecting flights, more than, how much is it? 24 hours?
What? 30 hours.
30 hours?
Yeah, 30 hours.
You feeling awake?
Now we're gonna go to the hotel and get some sleep.
Yeah.
Definitely. Gonna have a presentation tomorrow. We're pretty excited. About 1 hour, and we're gonna show Thermodo.
Mailchimp, a company we've been working with for many years, invited us to come and have a talk about Thermodo.
We had a chance to give the 1 hour talk about Thermodo.
And they actually flew us in, so don't worry, no backer money was used on this. But they flew us in and sort of gave us the stage to talk a bit about the project. I remember me and Marcus and Willie sort of working on the presentation the night before at the hotel room, and I was just thinking to myself, this is not gonna be good.
The night before we would try to rehearse the talk, and we could see that it has been a while.
I didn't feel like we had a good flow, and you know, when someone flies you in to do a presentation, you really want to like put on your best show. So we were kind of nervous that morning. We're now on our way to the Mailchimp HQ to do our big presentation. Very exciting.
So 8:15. Yeah, and we check our slides one more time.
Really? How do you like Atlanta so far?
It's good. It's nice. Not so many people as I thought. It's, the street seems empty. I don't know where all the people are.
It's not that often that we get like flown in to do a talk or presentation, so that's kind of exciting. We've flown halfway around the world. We're gonna give this presentation to a room full of awesome people from a company that we've worked with for a long time. We're here. It's 8:30 in the morning and we are in Atlanta. We're outside the Mailchimp HQ and we've been asked to come and give a presentation about Thermodo. And we thought it might be a good idea to bring you guys along for the ride because, you know, after all, it is because of you that we are here. So what's gonna happen is we're really privileged to be flown out to actually talk about Thermodo. So we're gonna go in there, give a presentation about Thermodo, and we're gonna show you guys some highlights.
I forgot the prototypes.
No fucking way. Really? You forgot the prototypes?
Yeah, I just thought about them
How could
now.
you forget?
I didn't think about I hadn't the bag. I didn't check the bag. Shit.
Okay, first error of the day. We'll do without the prototypes.
Yeah,
They'll see the videos.
Who needs prototypes?
Yeah, Willie will run back to the hotel and get the prototypes. Right?
Yeah. Faster! Yeah. We get coffee. Let's go.
Sort of it was an interesting atmosphere that morning. Right? Look at this place. Now we're trying to find Mailchimp actually. We don't know where they are. It's funny that the place is called 404 and we can't find them. You excited? Marcus, you ready?
Lot. Yeah, pretty excited. So let's see how many people there are. So. Say hi.
Seriously, look at that. That is awesome.
So we got here a bit early, half an hour early. It's a bit unusual for us, so they're actually not here yet. But it's pretty cool. They have a poster with a RoboCat. It's like a bit like a Terminator cat or something.
It's a cyborg.
Yeah.
So now we're just waiting. So someone finally showed up and we are now sort of setting things up ready for the presentation. People are starting to arrive. We've got our morning coffee. Everything is great. We're handing out RoboCat stickers. I know you're jealous. But yeah, so it's going to be exciting to see how many people actually show up. I think it's going to be fairly casual. Stay tuned. Sometimes when you work on something like this, it feels like after the Kickstarter ended, it feels like you're very sort of enclosed. You you do interact with the backers through updates or through emails, and it's something entirely different to actually be on stage and have do that presentation and actually be out there with some backers in the crowd and actually talking to those backers and presenting the concept on this entirely new venue. Yeah.
That's up. They have to do
Yeah,
that.
of course. Ja, når jeg introducerer, så siger jeg, at vi kommer ret langt for at snakke til And a lot of people showed up. It was like we hadn't really expected that many people to show up, but there was a lot of people there, and I think we were all a bit nervous on how we're gonna perform.
Of course, you get kind of nervous. There was like a room filled up around like 50 or 60 people.
A little nervous. It's about to start. Let's see how it goes. We've done this presentation once before, so it's not that we haven't done it before, but it still feels kind of new. I just hope that we'll do great.
Let's give them a round of applause. They came all the way from Denmark.
What a great turnout. Did you see the poster they made for us? That was super cool. Oh, anyways, thanks. So yeah, I just figured this would be a good way to start, just showing you, this is where our office is. It's much more than this office. And let's just zoom out and see where we've come from, and how far we've come. So yeah, so this is Copenhagen. Let's just zoom up a bit. Goes out like that. Yes. Now it starts to look like something you may have seen. A lot of people think this is Holland, because they're Dutch and we're Danish, but that it's completely a separate country. I'll show you where Holland is. Just want to correct that mistake right now. This is Holland. Well, actually, this is the Netherlands, really. Holland is a region in the Netherlands. That's even more confusing. But yeah, now we start seeing this is Europe. We're up here, sort of like it's like the pimple of Europe. Small country. We've come a long way, and we're really excited that you want to have us. It's not that often that we get flown out to do a presentation. And today we're going to talk about a project that we've done, which we think is really exciting and completely different for us, because we're a software company. And we're trying to build hardware. So today we're going to be looking at Thermodo, a look behind the campaign. Yeah, as I said, we're from Robocat. Willie's going to tell you all about that in a second. Yeah, it's a small development studio from Denmark. I just heard that you were like 152. Well, we're six. Sometimes we're 7. So we're kind of a small team. Are there any backers here today? Thermodo? It's the back. Oh, that's so there's 2 backers. We have to be a little more. Yeah, we love you. Mark is going to come up and talk to you. He's our engineer. He's going to talk about the prototypes we've been through, how that ugly little thing started out looking like that, and then turning into the beautiful thing it is today. And then finally, I'm going to come back on stage and talk to you a little bit about the campaign. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Willie Wu. He's a co-founder of Robocat and senior developer on Thermodo.
I'm Willie. I'm the co-founder and lead developer at Robocat. So we've been developing apps since 2009, and it all started with this outside. It's a weather app that we started. Since then, we've developed utility apps and games, but for some reason, we're still best known for our weather apps. I actually think that it's a real thermometer, so they try to measure the temperature in their bathroom and the fireplace, and obviously it doesn't work. How can we solve this? And we know that it's impossible to solve this software. So is it possible to do something with hardware? This inspired for us a good idea to have really small device that can carry everywhere and measure temperature. And we really want to have this available everywhere, so we can push out an SDK so people can integrate it with their apps. And I met Marcus, when I pitched him the idea, and a week after, he actually came with this thing, yeah, and was like, okay, it actually works, and it works fantastically, and then we started from there. And let me introduce you to Marcus, who's a lead engineer on Thermodo.
Alright, hi, Marcus. I'm actually from Germany. Yeah, I thought about it, audio chat, and I thought I can do that. So, yeah, so that evening I went home, started disassembling other electronics that I had lying around, and been soldering some parts together to get some quick prototypes quite fast. Then I went on the web and I ordered some parts because I didn't really have the jack lying around. I tried to push it a bit because I know we meet every week, so I wanted to have something ready for the week after. But the week after, we met again, and all pretty cool in the evening, and didn't really mention something in the beginning, but suddenly in between I just went, by the way, really, I made this little app here, and I just put it out in the pocket, showed it to him, and measured some temperature. The next step was here later on. This is the machine we ended up using, and it's called rapid prototyping, but to get our few blocks there, it took like a whole weekend. We've been there taking video footage for like 2-3 hours or something. We couldn't see a thing. So we actually started filming the other machines. They were more exciting. So quite happy with the results here. And there I have like a small history of how we went through from the initial prototype, like this regular block, to like some optimized version where we could shrink down the whole thing, and then ended up with this small custom-made jack.
So this is actually a picture of me and Marcus filming a completely different machine that doesn't make the Thermodo, because it was a bit boring. So we found this cool machine that was doing something else. Here's me filming Willie clocking in, clocking out the Thermodo like 1,000 times in -10 degrees weather, and we had like our hands were shaking, and it was really cold in Copenhagen. People ask us why we do weather apps. That's because we live in Copenhagen. But yeah, so this is our attempt at a professional video production in the couch, and this is like one of the most international launches I've ever been part of, because Willie was actually going through security in Heathrow when we launched, when we went live, and he was like on his phone, and I was in this bungalow in Bali just Skyping with the others, and it was very hectic. We were super anxious at this time when we launched it. We'd sent the mail, we'd started the page, and we were on all these different locations. And when you work on something for this long without telling people, some of you probably know, you get really anxious that your idea is shit. Or that you're just batshit crazy to actually be working on something like this for 6 months. I mean, that's something we can all relate to. And this was, we told people, and people were like, "That's kind of weird. Do you want to measure? Why do I want to measure temperature?" And so it was. We were starting to like, you get the jitters really. You're like, is it good enough? Is this really worthy? All those fears and our anxieties were for nothing, because the 35,000 goal was reached in 7 hours. So that was a bit overwhelming. We wanted to do a Kickstarter campaign that we ourselves would have liked to back, something that we thought would be fun. And I think Kickstarter is more than just a pre-ordering concept. It's more of like you go on a journey with the people that's actually building this thing. So that was really important for us to continue telling this story of this software company. This is a part of telling that story as well, this talk right now. A fun side story is that if you remember in the original video you saw, I sit down on a couch with a book. That book is Information Visualization by Edward Tufte. Not sure if anyone knows that. He's a hero in the graphic design world. Edward Tufte backed our project and tweeted about it. I was like, let's stop the campaign right now. I'm done. It's the most awesome thing ever. So that was really cool. By all means, do all the crazy stuff that we did. We had like a reward that was like, come to Copenhagen and have dinner with the team. A guy actually bought that, but then retracted his purchase. Not sure why though. But yeah, do all these crazy things, do all these tiers, and add T-shirts and whatever. But know that a lot of people would just like to get in on the product. you look at this graph when you do the campaign and you try to keep people engaged. You do multiple updates, you answer questions, you get back to emails. There were so many messages and we tried to get back to everybody. It's a very personal experience when people back you. You feel like you owe this person something, and you do. So you want to like make sure that everybody has a great experience with it. Well, thank you very much for your attention. Great. People loved it, they laughed, they cried, they asked questions, they stayed late, and generally just a huge turnout for the entire project.
Talk itself, it went pretty well and it went better than I expected.
And one of the best parts was probably like the chance of meeting backers in person and get like live feedback and go into discussion and give them the news and so on. So that was like really nice.
Real physically interact with backers and talk to them and present the team to a room full of people.
People actually knew about Thermodo. That's pretty cool. And yeah, it was like a really like eye-opening experience.
I think the talk went very well. Our employees were very excited to have them and to meet them in person. It was just amazing to actually be able to talk to them, and it was great having them here.
You guys smell really good. That's one thing. I like that.
3 words that describe the RoboCat talk. It was exciting, it was informational, and it was hilarious too. So I enjoyed it, and I think everybody else did.
Really good trip, really great people there. So we enjoyed it a lot. I would do it again.
This episode was sponsored by Mailchimp. Thanks, guys.